In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what happened on this GBPUSD trade right here, where we got about 1 to 14 risk reward ratio, and most people were stopped out at this level right here, and we managed to get back in this particular trade right here. So make sure you watch to the very end as I show you everything step by step here. All right. So before all this happened, let me show you what was happening. You can see that early in the morning today, I was able to forecast this GBPUSD beautiful trade that we had right here. Let me show you. I was looking for a nice buy from this level right here. We saw a nice QML. We had a high, a low, and a high broke off structure. We had this relative equal lows liquidity at this level right here. So all I wanted to do was wait for the market to take out the Asian session, come into my zone, and then once the market comes to my zone, I'll be able to actually take this particular trade. And guess what? The market eventually came to our zone. Let me show you right here. So the market eventually came to this zone right here, like I wanted it to actually come to. You can see that the market kind of went to the upside, took out the high of the Asian session, and then we saw a very, very big momentum candle coming to the downside. And you can see once the market was in my zone, I was able to share this as a trade because I was already looking to actually buy from this level. Remember, right? So you can see that the market kind of gave us a sign of it actually going to the upside, and then we executed with a 6 pip stop loss and 6 pip stop loss and 123 pips target right here. Unfortunately, what happened? The market went past this level right here and we were taken out for a loss on the face trade right there. However, like I always say, whenever the market takes you out, as long as it still shows you signs of it actually pushing to the upside, you are obligated to take that particular trade. And that's exactly what happened. So you can see that the market, after taking us out, decided to show us signs of pushing to the upside. Remember, the overall trend on this particular market was bullish. So my bias was already bullish. So what happened in this particular case is what we call a smart money trap. So this zone right here, it's like it was a very obvious zone. Everyone was trying to actually buy from that. I've seen a lot of comments of actually people who were stopped out at this level right here. And like I've already showed you, I was also stopped out on the first trade. So people were actually trying to buy from here, and it was a very, very obvious level. And guess what? What the smart money did was they used that as a trap and trapped a lot of smart money traders right there who are trying to buy from this level. And guess what? They just went just a bit past this level right here. And then guess what? After that, the market just continues to actually push in our direction. You can see that after some time, we saw the market, after we entered, you can see that the market pushed with big momentum candles to the upside at this level right here. And then from there, it was game over. Eventually, the market went all the way to this level right here. After this, the market eventually came around this level right here, and that's where we're able to actually ask the community to actually get out with about a 1 to 14 risk reward ratio, like you've seen from here. And you can see people were able to actually take this particular trade, and then eventually the market went all the way past our zone right here. My take profit was at this level right here. I was scared of this move to the downside right here because the market was already near to my take profit, and it's yeah, I didn't want to be greedy. So when I saw the market trying to react from this, I was like, okay, let's just get out. And then guess what? The market just went a bit against us before going all the way to the take profit right here. Now let me break it down from the higher time frame perspective. What was happening on the higher time frame, right? Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So it's always important that you have a higher time frame narrative. You can see that overall the market has been bullish. It's very, very clear, right? So we've been seeing the market going to the upside right here. So what I saw was simply a drop base and a rally with a QML and multiple break of structures at that level right there. Then you go to the 2-hour time frame. So you can see that we're still maintaining that same level right there. And if you go to the 30 minutes time frame, yeah, I think you're going to see that it's actually still the same. We have a nice drop base rally, break of structure, multiple break of structures to the upside with this liquidity level which was left behind. The Asian session, as always, the high was taken out and the low was also taken out before we had that big move. And I can tell you, most people were stopped out from this level right here, unless you had about how many pips, about 20 pips stop loss, you'd have actually caught this whole move without being stopped out. However, you know how we like to trade, our stop loss is always under under 10 pips, mostly for pairs like Euro GBP, GBUSD, and all the majors, unless I'm trading gold and other pairs right there. Otherwise, this was a nice trade. Of course, unless you knew about a smart money trap, you wouldn't have actually caught it from this level right here. However, once I saw that we're taken out from the first trade, like I've already shown you, once we're taken out from the first trade right here, I was able to jump back in because I believed the high time frame thesis, and I was confident that the market, there's a very high chance that the market was actually going to go to the upside, and so it was just a matter of executing my strategy. And when I saw the market continue to push like this with big momentum candles, I was like, okay, let's go. And that's how we were able to actually jump in after that big momentum candle right there. And I'm glad I was able to actually take this particular trade, because if I just gave up after that loss right there, I would have missed out on this beautiful trade right there. So that's the importance of you actually following your strategy. Like I always say, so the market, sometimes the market will just do some crazy things just to just shake out people, just to take out people, just to storm hard people, and then guess what? The market eventually goes in a direction. So that happens. That will happen, right? So make sure that you are able to actually jump in whenever you have time. So actually, we ended up missing out on this trade right here. Let me just show you the gold trade. So this gold trade right here, I was trying to buy from here. The initial one I actually wanted to buy, let me show you actually. So the first zone I wanted to buy from was this level right here. This is what I wanted to buy from right there. Let me just show you this gold trade. I wanted to buy from here. I wanted the market to come to this zone right here. However, the market just came to this level right here without coming to my zone, and I was able to miss out on that beautiful trade, which is this level right here. I wasn't able to actually get in on the first trade because the market didn't quite come to this level. And if I moved my stop loss, my order block to this level right here, I'd have caught it, right? But I missed out. So what I did was I waited for a retracement. So when the market decided to retrace, you can see this is the same retracement. When I saw the market retracing, I was like, okay, let me buy from this zone right here. When I bought from this zone, the market actually went a bit in our direction and then ended up actually taking me out. You can see that the market ended up taking me out at this level right here. We're taken out at this level right here. However, the similar thing happened just after I was taken out. However, I wasn't able to jump in on the gold trade. Let me show you what happened. So after we just taken out, right? After we were taken out, the market did the same thing. So the market has been choppy of late. So you can just see the market just took us out from here, a few pips under, and then it went exactly to our level right there, almost touching my take profit right there. And then my stop loss was like 30 pips. And in order for me to have actually gotten involved all the way, my stop loss would have been doubled up to like 60 pips right there. And I don't trade like that. So unfortunately, if I was on the chart, I would have caught it from here because it was a similar situation with GBPUSD right there. So that's how it is, guys. So don't be discouraged after taking one loss on the trade. Give yourself another chance to actually jump in as long as the market still shows you signs of it actually pushing to the upside. That's how we are able to catch this beautiful trade on GBPUSD. And like always, everything was shared in our private community, and you're definitely missing out if you are not in our private community right there. And on our Facebook page, we are about to hit 8,500 followers. And like I said, if you're following us, once we hit 8,500, in which we are like 90 followers away from hitting that target, guess what? We're going to give you guys a 50% off promotion on all our services, right? So for mentorship, instead of you paying $250, it will be 125, and for signals, instead of you paying $50, it will be $25. And this will be available just for 24 hours. So make sure you are following us before we reach 8,500. And once we just do that, I'll be able to share the post on Facebook, and make sure you take advantage of the promotion, and because it will just be available for 24 hours and it will be back to normal. All right, so I hope you actually found value in this video, and if you have, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. Until next time, goodbye.